I got the fractional kite in one reef in. Might shake the reef here in a few minutes. I just put it in though because it got windier. A lot more cloud cover kind of starting to build a little bit. Probably going to be jiving fairly soon, next couple hours. Yeah, we're going to be kind of butting up against this like zone of breeze from the south versus this west-northwest that we have. So very complex sort of scenario. We're going to be jiving a lot down this like kind of corridor of pressure. Just trying to figure out our strategy right now. So I was just talking with Jason, and but yeah, another beautiful day of sailing. Honestly, it was a lot windier than I expected it to be, both last night and today. So good day of sailing, made some good miles, and beautiful, beautiful sunset. Certainly more and more clouds and more cloud cover, changing sky. Trying to navigate the Saint Helena high. Basically, it's a big high pressure system. Of course, it's always moving, but a big high pressure system in the South Atlantic Ocean. And it was kind of like right in our way to get between where we were at and South Africa. So having to kind of go around the Saint Helena high, and you know, we're kind of in it. The whole fleet's in it right now, at least all the boats that started with me. So yeah, we've all slowed down quite a bit, and definitely slow sailing, but we haven't stopped. We've actually made some miles on most of our arrivals today. So yeah, definitely very, very calm weather though, and just trying to be patient and get through this. Should start getting more breeze filling in tonight, tomorrow, but still gonna be light for a couple days. But yeah, within 2 days we should be kind of like ripping. We should be on a depression towards South Africa by the weekend. Today is Wednesday, it's the day before Thanksgiving. Definitely a lot cooler. I think I'm done being with no shirt on. Now I got a shirt on, and I'm actually about to put a fleece on. It's definitely cooling down day by day here as we get further out of the tropics. We're at 26 or 27 south right now, so we're out of the tropics and quickly losing latitude. And yeah, very calm conditions, just trying to get through them and try not to lose too many miles, but very, very nice sailing. Yesterday was upwind, and it was windy, or not windy, rainy, excuse me. So yesterday we were like beating into some rain, and it was yeah, not really that nice of weather. So at least we had a beautiful day of sailing today. It was just very, very calm and very light, and just trying to be patient and get through it. And yeah, we'll be off to the races in no time. It's sunset on Thanksgiving evening here. Thursday evening. We got a bird over there sussing me out. Beautiful sunset. We got mellow light air cruising with the full main and the code 0. About to have some ham and cheese from Spain, and a Shipyard pumpkinhead ale, and maybe some champagne and other snacks. So thanks to all my loved ones, and just thanks to everyone who's been a part of this for the last year and a half. And thanks to Whitehall Stokes who made all this happen, and thanks to Shipyard Brewing, Fred Forsley, and my beautiful partner Marissa, and everyone who's been a part of this for the last year and a half. And just super grateful to be out here. Super grateful for everyone that's helped me out and that's helped me get this far. You know, I might be the one out here sailing, but this is the culmination of a lot of people that have helped me get to this point. So you can see it's a little bit cooler now. This is all going to end really, really soon. We're going to get hit by our first front tomorrow morning. So we're going to be in the Southern Ocean basically tomorrow. So tonight. So things are changing rapidly here. Thanksgiving evening here at 29 degrees south. Gonna have some ham and cheese, and then buckle up, because it's gonna be a wild ride. Because yeah, we are entering the Southern Ocean, you know, basically tonight or tomorrow. So this will all be a thing of the past. This mellow, light air cruising down the Atlantic. It has been lovely. It's been amazing. See, the clouds are all changing. Not a lot of cumulus clouds anymore. A lot more cirrus and stratus. And it's just this Southern Ocean kind of like gray layer you can see in the distance. You can see the different cloud formation over there, the cirrus. It is changing dramatically, rapidly. Beautiful sunset, Thanksgiving, just thinking about everything that I'm grateful for, and that's really everyone that helped me out so much this last year and a half, you know, from Whitehall Stokes, who started this whole thing and gave me the boat for this race. To everyone that's helped me out, all my sponsors, none more so than Shipyard Brewing, my title sponsor, my partner Marissa, Fred Forsley from Shipyard, and James, everybody from Maine, all my friends, all my loved ones, everyone that helped me out in Spain, everyone that helped me out in Maine, everyone that contributed to this campaign that helped get me to the start line and get me to where I'm at, get me this far. Yeah, just super grateful for everyone and for all their help. And it's been a long journey, and you know, there's still a long way to go, but it's been a long journey even just making it this far, making it to the start and to where we're at now. And yeah, but I couldn't have done it without the help of a lot of people. So just thank you so much to everyone who has been a part of this. And you know, moments like this are incredibly special. A feast fit for a king. We've got some jamón ibérico and some smoked cheese from Heminaria La Leonesa. If you were in Spain with me, or if you watched the YouTube or followed the social media, then you would have seen Heminaria Leonesa quite a few times. And that was like my favorite spot in Spain by far, was the ham bar. You go there and you get ham and cheese and red wine, and that's it. And that was like my favorite spot in Spain. And so I got ham and cheese for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Cape Horn, and my birthday. So I've got 5 little packs of ham and cheese. And this is my first one of the race. Been out here almost a month, and little piece of ham. So good. So good. And the cheese is amazing. Cut a little piece off here to go with it. It really complements the ham. It's so good. And to rinse it down, I've got a Shipyard beer. This is the American IPA. The pumpkinheads are packed away. I'm gonna grab those out soon. Maybe I'll have one of those with Christmas. Yeah, last somewhat mellow day in the Atlantic. We're gonna get hit by our first front tonight, it looks like, or in the morning actually. So yeah, just gonna soak up this nice mellow sailing while we still have it, enjoy some Thanksgiving, and prepare for what lies ahead. So happy Thanksgiving from Shipyard Brewing. Anyone that was with me in Spain knows that I love ham and cheese from Heminaria Leonesa. So had some Heminaria Leonesa for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Cape Horn, and my birthday. So I've got like 5 little packs of ham and cheese, and I had my first one here tonight just now with a Shipyard beer, and also with a little thing of champagne from Genevieve and Grace. So just thank you so much to everyone who has been a part of this for the last year and a half, or in any way, and just thanks to Shipyard Brewing, and thanks to everyone who was in Spain. Thanks to Marissa, my partner, and just yeah, thank you to everyone who has been a part of this at all. Thanks to Whitehall, who loans me the boat and then donated it. Yeah, it's been a wild ride, but we're down here on Thanksgiving 2023, and we're about to hook into our first depression kind of starting tonight in the morning. So all right, go Shipyard Brewing. Happy Thanksgiving. Sunday morning, just a few days after Thanksgiving right now, and so we went through two fronts, and we went through like a northwest front, and then this was more of like a westerly front. Two fronts in the last like 2 days. So these super fast moving weather systems, and we got like up to 48 knots of breeze from behind this morning. So I dropped the main on that, and I was downwind with a staysail only. I was in 3 reefs in a staysail, and it was like 40, and then 48 knot puff. I dropped the main, and right now I just have a bit of main up, so it's like the square top and the staysail, and that's driving the boat pretty fine. And we're beginning to get a little bit slow right now as the breeze is backing off, but I'm still seeing big puffs into the mid 30s, upper 30s. But the thing now is just the seas. The seas are really crazy, so I really want the seas to calm down a little bit before I start pushing the boat, because it was like a front like that, and then like that, and then like that. The seas are very crossed up. So the seas are not organized at all. So they're big, but they're also very disorganized. So I'm just trying to like kind of tiptoe through here right now. You can still hear, we're still hitting like 13, 14 knot surfs with a staysail and just a little bit of main up. But definitely like not pushing the boat super hard right now. I mean, we're going plenty quick to knock out miles, but just trying to like preserve the boat and be careful and be cautious. And then as the seas back off a little bit and the wind backs off a little bit, I'm gonna start adding sail. And then I'll probably end up adding a lot of sail as the wind will go lighter in the next day or two. Could even be in really light winds tomorrow, so hopefully not, but we'll see. But yeah, really boisterous introduction to the Southern Ocean. It's been it's been gnarly. Two fronts in the last 2 days. I've seen close to 50 knots of breeze, been in 30 or more for like the majority of the last 2 days. Just an interesting introduction to the Southern Ocean. So a lot of windy sailing to come. I think this is probably more variable than typical. I think the weather systems will be a little bit further spread out, but this is a really interesting part of the ocean. So just trying to tiptoe through it. Still doing okay in the tracker and in the rankings. Not going too terribly slow. A couple days ago, I decided I was going to make a pit stop in Cape Town to address some rudder bearing issues, but I think now we're just going to push on and see how it goes and kind of feel things out for a little bit. So we could stop in Australia or New Zealand. But I think we're just going to keep on going right now. So I'm going to let everyone know about that tomorrow. Yeah, Sunday afternoon. Very interesting introduction to the Southern Ocean. So it's been pretty full on. So So it's Monday, November 27th right now, sunset-ish almost, and we're in the Southern Ocean. We're in between our first couple of systems. So we had our first big system came over us 2 days ago, and then it was a bigger system yesterday, and then now we're in the nice sunny light spot between two weather systems. So there's another low pressure coming up on us from the southwest right now. You can probably hear the sails sliding around a little bit. right now. It just did it. That's because we're in light winds, but there's still like big waves just rocking the boat around. So it's uncomfortable and slow, but hopefully we get through this and we're back in breeze by tomorrow. The boats behind us are getting, the wind is shutting off on them and really blocking their way. So I'm the last of a few boats that are gonna break away from the rest. And I'm still second out of our start, and I'm still third overall. So we're still in a good place competitively. I went through the first weather system like with my foot pretty far off the gas. I had some big concerns over the rudder bearing, which was making a lot of noise, and I still have a lot of concerns over the rudder bearing. But I was planning to stop a couple days ago. Now I don't think I'll stop in Cape Town. It's been a really stressful couple days, just working with some stuff on the boat and trying to keep the boat in one piece and navigating our first big low pressure system in the south, and just some concerns over the boat. And you know, this is a challenging endeavor, and the biggest piece is you gotta keep the boat together, and you gotta keep making miles. So just trying to put one foot in front of the other every day right now, and I'm in dialogue with my technical team back in Portland, Maine, at Maine Yacht Center, and the former owner as well. And they have contacted the manufacturer of my rudder bearings in Denmark, and I've sent over some photos and videos and this and that of a lot of noise coming from the rudder bearings, like a big squeak coming from the lower rudder bearing, which would indicate that it's binding and not really doing its job of turning smoothly. So yeah, just there's a lot going on. Still trying to figure out. We might stop in Cape Town, but I would like to keep on going, and I'm starting to lean towards keeping on going. I don't think the rudder bearing situation is as bad as I initially thought it was. So anyways, yeah, a lot's happening, and we're very quickly in the south, and if I am gonna pull off and make a pit stop, I need to kind of do it now, or I need to wait for a very long time. So there are some big things to be considered and some big decisions to be made. But right now, yeah, just trying to do the best I can. You know, I don't have a first place boat. Cole is sailing a really good race and definitely has a quicker boat for sure. And I knew that going in. It is what it is. Life's not perfect, but we have a good boat. We're second place out of the boats we started with, and like I said, we're third overall on estimated finish time. So yeah, just trying to make the right decisions and trying to manage like safety concerns with competitive aspirations, and trying to come to terms with the fact that like I don't have a first place boat, and doing the best I can with it. And we're still third out of 16 boats. I mean, we're still having a great race, but yeah, just trying to do the best I can and make the right decisions. So right now though, today the wind just filled in 2 knots as I started filming this, so you can hear the boat's not slamming around anymore. We're actually just sailing. And if you look right out the back, there's birds everywhere, and there's been dolphins everywhere today, and there's a lot of wildlife out here. I'm actually pretty surprised at how much bird life I've seen, just like constantly cruising around. There's a lot of wildlife out here. Every time I look outside, there's like something living that's like jumping or splashing or flying around. So really a beautiful place. Sunset in the Southern Ocean, November 27th, 2023. A few days after Thanksgiving. So aloha from Shipyard Brewing. About 1,500 miles west of Cape Town right now. So we're closer to Africa than we are to South America. So that's kind of a big milestone as well. And yeah, currently having some really nice sailing and hoping we tiptoe through this light wind spot. The big piece of rope I just got out of the rudder. Just had a huge piece of rope, I guess, caught in the rudder. I could see it trailing behind a little bit, so I pointed the boat upwind. I stopped the boat and I tried to drift down off of it, but once the boat was stopped, then there was no resistance on the rope, so I just pulled the rope out, and now I'm going to throw it overboard. I think it's pretty heavy, probably 50, 60 pounds right there. Most of the stuff that you'll hit out here, and a lot of the other stuff, it's derelict fishing gear. It's the same stuff that washes up on all the islands in Hawaii and stuff. So derelict fishing gear. You can see there's a lot of bird life out here. How different the ocean looks from yesterday to today. So we just got rolled by a low pressure system yesterday, and now we've got a high pressure system coming right over us. So sunny and calm conditions, but we still have a lot of leftover swell, so it's still really bouncy. And it looks like we're maybe just going to escape this high pressure system before we get stopped. And I think my competitors are going to get stopped and also end up upwind. So Cole's still making gains on us. She's got a faster boat. She's sailing a great race. So I'm dealing with issues on this thing and just trying to nurse this thing as good as I can and see where we end up. So we're still in a strong position entering the south. We're second place out of the 7 boats that I started with on October 29th. And we're steadily climbing the rankings. We're about to pass 2 more boats here in the next couple days. So this is the light spot in between a couple of storm systems. So I'm doing a lot of maintenance on the boat, a lot of checks on the boat as well here in this light spot where things are more moderate. And then in another 2 days, we'll be right back in it, back in a storm again. So Southern Ocean sailing. Sunset in the Southern Ocean. Kind of on the edge of a high pressure zone and a big light spot in between 2 low pressure systems. So went through our first big low pressure system yesterday and saw up to 48 knots of breeze. Big chaotic waves too. And right now there's still a lot of sea state, but we're kind of cruising through this light spot. Just trying to stay in the breeze, and we'll get into our next low here in another day or 2. But beautiful right now, and a lot of wildlife too, a lot of birds and dolphins.